Hello, Saskia, devotional goddess here. How are you today? Gosh, there is so much happening around the world at this time. And as we see things on our landscape shifting and changing, it's also happening internally within us. And everyone I speak to is experiencing the discomfort of it in various ways unique to them and their life. Personally, I've been very much focusing on my own mental health and witnessing and digesting and healing the past effects of the trauma post cancer treatment, post attacks from the person I have karma with, and just honoring that, I've been attacked on many levels. Physically, mentally, emotionally. The chemo and the radiation and all of that and the surgery speaks for itself. But there's also been significant attacks in who I am as a person and as a mother and as a parent, and a concerted effort to undermine me on those levels as well, and needing to stay grounded, advocate for my family, advocate for my children, advocate for me, and set my boundaries. And we've all been asked to do that in various ways. I've lent on my yoga practice, the yoga philosophy, and mentors of past and mentors of present, and wise friends that I have lent on as well for guidance, for support, in addition to the mentors. Do you have that in your life too? This is so important at this time. This time is very much about community, about working together, about seeking guidance from our elders, from those who have treaded the path and who are even just a few steps ahead of us, or maybe many steps ahead of us, whichever it is. It's not putting anybody on a hierarchical plane. It really is about knowing who is there that you can lean on and who is there to lean on you wherever it's needed. So as I'm rebuilding my life and re-entering into work and into society, I'm starting up my mentoring again. And just as I have lent on my mentor, I am now offering it out to my students and my clientele. Are you struggling to set boundaries? Are you struggling to readjust to all the shifts that are happening internally within you, just as it is on the world outside around us? This is a key time of transformation. It is going to happen regardless. And I would love to teach you the tools so that you can do this willingly. Our soul has signed up for these lessons, not to punish us, not to make life harder, but actually to enrich our lives and to allow us to grow and evolve. If this statement sparks a seed of recognition within you, book that session, make that call. This is what this time is about. We don't want to be victims in this life. We want to rise above it and see where the gifts are, where the opportunities that our soul has planned for us in this lifetime. Where is it showing up? And how can I support you in gathering those tools so that you too feel more empowered, so that you don't feel a victim to life's circumstances, but in actuality, you see the silver linings, you see the gifts that they potentially hold, and you begin to rewrite, rechannel how to live in this world with all the challenges that we have. So in actuality, when I felt attacked, undermined, discredited by this person that I have karma with, it actually is our soul contract together. That this person is allowing me, my soul signed up, so that I have the opportunity within myself. This person does not need to know anything about how I am interpreting them in my orbit. But for me, I'm recognizing you are teaching me how to set greater boundaries. You are teaching me to be clearer in my words, clearer in my actions. You are teaching me and reflecting back to me the wounded parts within myself so that I can heal them. Because if they were already healed, you wouldn't actually be in my life reflecting it back to me. And if you were, it wouldn't affect me because it's already healed within me. So every time those actions are done in my orbit and I have a response that is not neutral, it is informing me again, oh, I have some refinement. And yes, I have the moments where I'm icky and sticky and uncomfortable and agitated, or however it shows up in the moment. But I recognize it within the moment as well. And I'm able to honor the emotion of anger, frustration, whatever has come up. I'm not pushing it aside. I'm not trying to do spiritual bypassing and go, yeah, but I'm above that. No, I'm a human being. I will experience this. And I'm honoring this emotion. But it's not going to consume me. It's not going to send me into a depression. It's not going to send me into mutedness. It's not going to push me down. It's not going to squelch my voice, which, believe me, it did in the past. And I allowed people to walk over me. I allowed their voice to be more important to me than my voice. Do you trust in your voice? Do you know what you believe to be true? And can you hold your own and with balance and evenness say, no, no thank you. This is not happening in this way. I propose this and this and this. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. For reframing. All the while, internally, processing, honoring, digesting the emotions that arise. Allowing them to be seen and heard and acknowledged to yourself and whomever that safe person is to hold the space with you, to heal, to process. The things that trigger us are not going to go away. They're in fact just going to get louder because our spirit wants to heal. It signed up for this. We signed up for these lessons. And if you feel resistance to what I have to say, but also know that there's an element of truth, reach out. Work with me, work with someone. Because that's your soul saying, yes, this is truth. Let's find out what that truth is for you. You being your unique, beautiful, divine self. If this resonates, allow me to support you to find out your truth, to help you speak your truth. If it's not me, find somebody else. This is the time for each of us to shine, to come to know who we truly are in our own unique blueprint, and to celebrate that, to be able to skip down the road and say, this is me, and I'm cool with this, I'm down with this, I'm happy to shine uninhibited because I feel safe in me. You know, as a child, even the idea of clapping scared me, intimidated me, because I didn't want to make so much noise. I didn't want to attract any kind of attention, but I also didn't want that much noise emanating out of me, because it just was not safe, did not feel safe. I've worked hard on learning how to create safety, and I still am. This is an ongoing evolution, an ongoing practice. But there's enough safety within me that I can self-nurture, hold myself energetically, physically in the moment, however it looks, and be able to hold the space for myself. And I'm building daily the loving, compassionate space of patience and compassion for myself. This will be an ongoing journey for as long as I inhabit this human body. And I'm okay with that. But believe me when I say it gets easier. And the energies right now are supporting us more than ever in speaking our truth, in healing. Those massive doozies that we used to have before shift quicker. But we're still human beings. We still need consistency and effort in order to anchor in the new. And that is why when you sign up to work with me, we work together for 6 months. Once a month for 6 months. If you wish to do it more frequently, you may. But it's about consistency in showing up for ourselves and showing up for healing. Because as we show up consistently to heal, the healing layers in upon itself. But we need this consistency because our old patterns are well-worn grooves. And we want to bring in these new grooves, these new patterns, so that we can live more freely. And in order to do that, we need to show up consistently. I have a consistent session with my mentor. And I've had consistent sessions with mentors, goodness, for as long as my journey has been, for the last at least 20 years, if not longer. It started with my yoga teacher when I first came to the States. I recognized her and I was like, goodness, you embody humility. And I hadn't seen the quality of humility that she held in anybody else. It took me a while to recognize what it was. And when I saw it, then I was like, oh, wow, I want that. So I did sessions with her consistently. And every time I hit a hurdle, I was like, oh, I need another session. but I did it consistently so that I had tasks to follow through, to anchor in. And I continue to do it now with a new mentor. All right? We had a teacher. We have teachers for different phases in our lives. And the yoga teacher who was my mentor is now also a dear, beloved friend. And the mentor I work with now is also a dear, beloved friend. And I know that I can draw on them whenever. Physically, booking a session, or energetically dropping in and connecting with them on the inner. But I still have my monthly check-in to say, this is the aspect I want to grow in now. And I know you're the one to guide me through that. And you will find different mentors to guide you through different qualities in your life. If what I have said resonates, click the links below. Work with me. It would be my absolute pleasure. June is a promotion. You'll see it in the text below. And I can't wait to work with you. Much love and many blessings. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.